Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms video. This is Dragothien here, and today we're going to be talking about which civilization you should choose if you're an infantry player. If you like infantry, if you've got infantry commanders out the wazoo and they're really well spec'd out, let's talk about which civilization you should pick, when you should pick it, and why. Alright everybody, so we're going to hop in really quick and look at these civilizations. There's three to choose from. Alright, you've got Rome, which it tends to be considered one of the stronger infantry civilizations in the game. Then you've got France, which I think is really misunderstood. A lot of people don't know exactly what to think about France because there's no real heavy this is why you should pick it kind of thing, because Rome, you've got march speed and things like that, high def defense, which is very good for infantry, of course. And then finally you've got Japan, which again, it's kind of all over the place. Scout march speed is basically a worthless perk, and resource gathering speed is nice to have, 5%, but again, how effective really is that, especially if you're really gearing up for battle? Resource gathering speed is not really going to be beneficial to you. So really there's only one perk there that you want to look at, and that kind of makes Japan a little bit of a weaker set. So let's go through each one, and I'm going to tell you why you should use this particular civilization and when you should use it, because honestly it is a little bit fluid. You need to understand exactly what you're doing, what you're looking at here. So first let's start with Rome. Rome again is considered probably the most effective battle civilization for infantry in the game. And there's a reason for that. One, you've got the legendary the legionnaire unit here, the legionary, and then you've got the infantry defense for 5% as well, and then also the march speed by 5%. All those things benefit battle on the open field very, very well. Legionnaires are by far and away probably the best unit in the game from a stat standpoint. The bonus from the civilization and the bonus that the legionnaires get stacks up very nicely. And we all need food, so food gathering speed is not a wasted thing, but definitely not for battle. We're talking about battle here, right? We're talking about PvP effectiveness, killing your fellow governors, that kind of thing. So you want to make sure that you are, if you're going to use Rome, you're going to be the most effective, I would say, on the field. So Rome to me is the most effective, just hands down, civilization in the game from a battle perspective. However, again, this is something, the civilization you are going to want to use if it's a small skirmish. So we're talking Ark of Osiris, we're talking Osiris League, we're talking a very quick fight that you need to win. You need to be top tier on your fighting prowess on the field in your kingdom, or even in KVK, or whenever that is, if it's towards the end or something. So if it's a shorter battle, Rome is what I would suggest. If it's going to be a very quick, decisive, yet you need to be maximized on everything battle, Rome to me is your best bet. Then we jump over to France, and again, for the longest time, and I would say probably until about 8 or 9 months ago, most people just didn't even consider France, or Japan for that matter, to be one of the better civilizations for infantry because Rome was so good, right? Rome was so good on the battlefield. The legionnaires are amazing. You get the march speed for the PvP, all that good stuff, right? Well, France has a spot, guys, and again, we did a video on how critical troop health is, all right? How critical it is to get as many health bonuses as possible, because there's just not that many opportunities to get it in the game, and how well it stacks up compared to defense. So when you look at the perks of this civilization, you got troop health 3%. That's beneficial for a couple reasons. One, obviously it's health, but two, it's for all your troops. It's not just for infantry. And unless you're going to have 5 full infantry armies on the field, which a lot of people do, especially people that have been playing the game for quite a while, you can get a more defense stat from Rome with the 5%. However, again, troop health all around 3%. I would take that troop health 3% over the 5% defense. Again, because of the video we made about a month ago, where we noticed that health is more beneficial. And a lot of times, you're going to have 2 or 3 infantry armies, and then you're going to have a cav army out, or an archer army out, or something like that. This is beneficial. The other thing, and the most critical part of this civilization, is the hospital healing speed by 20%, guys. 20%. That's huge. That's huge. And if you're talking KVK, if you're talking a prolonged in-kingdom fight, if you're talking just a prolonged fight in any way, shape, or form, France outperforms Rome because you're going to be able to fight for longer. If you can't heal your troops, you can't fight. So it doesn't matter how good Rome is, right? If you don't have any healing speed ups or universal speed ups because all your troops are in the hospital and you can't speed any more troops up to get them back onto the battlefield. Plus, again, just general practice, right? Prolonged fights, hospital healing speed, grab a healing speed rune whenever you're doing a big heal on a KVK 600,000 plus hospital. It's very, very nice to have. This is very, very good. This saves you in a KVK fight, especially the earlier KVKs. This saves you thousands of hours. If you're a frontline fighter and you're heavy into the game and you're expected to be the one shouldering the burden up front, having a lot of the battle take place, this will help you. France has really become a significant force to be reckoned with inside of this game, and really, again, has kind of made its name on the longevity of a fight. So France is very, very good. Now let's talk about Japan. Troop attack. So again, if you're a commander who really wants to maximize damage, and if you're a commander that wants to maximize damage and you're an infantry commander, the only way you're really going to get away with that is if you've got Alex, Sun Tzu, Guan, even Leo to a certain extent, LG a little bit, that kind of thing, because all the other commanders are really tanky based, right? They're really tankiness based. Constantine, Richard, Charles, they're all tankiness based. So with that in mind, you really, really want to go ahead and use Japan sparingly. And the reason I say that, like we talked about earlier, scout march speed, pointless. It doesn't really do anything for you in battle. Most people don't even scout anymore in the end game, unless it's a major city, or unless you're a jerk and you see somebody rallying something and you send a scout out for no reason. That's when people scout. And then the resource gathering speed is nice, but again, you're not a farm, right? We're here talking about infantry battle preparedness. Which civilization should you be as an infantry commander, governor, person? Which one should you be whenever you're trying to get the most effectiveness on your troops on the battlefield? Resource gathering speed doesn't really help with that. So again, increased troop attack, I think that leans more towards the earlier game of somebody being in an infantry civilization, because you're going to have a lot more than just infantry needing to be used on the battlefield. You're going to have mixed troop commanders. You're going to have, you're going to have a couple cav armies out there. You're going to have maybe an archer army out there with maybe one or two really good infantry civilizations. So that's kind of where it would be at for me. I think after you get past the initial stages, and really Japan, to me, Japan has really kind of settled in as a really good active farm account civilization with really, really cool looking troops, by the way. Really, really cool looking troops. The samurai, especially the T5 samurai, look amazing on the battlefield, but that's not what we're here for, right? We're here for effectiveness. We're function over form kind of people here, right? We're not here just to look pretty. We're here to cause some destruction on the battlefield. So to me, this is the way to do it. I think that just to kind of recap, Rome, you really, really should be doing this only if it's a small skirmish, or if it's a fight like an Arc, or again, Osiris League by extension, and things like that. If it's a longer fight, which is usually the majority of your time, if it's a KVK fight, or if it's an inside the kingdom, you're fighting over the Lost Temple, or if there's an inter-kingdom skirmish, France really is the way to go, man. I've switched to France quite a few times during those situations, and this healing speed alone has helped out dramatically, let alone the fact that the throwing axemen are good stat-wise, and getting that 3% troop health across the board, not just for infantry, but for everything, has been very, very nice. So I will say that I think that ultimately France, to me, kind of takes it just because of the longevity and the value there. But Rome is definitely, if you want the best and only the best and you don't care about healing speed ups, Rome is the way to go. And if you want the most attractive infantry troops in the game, Japan's the way to go. Japan's the way to go. I love the way Japan's troops look. All right, that's all I've got, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Cheers, have a good one, and take care.